What's up, everybody? Matt Kajeski here, back again with the Odd Shopper channel. And today we're talking some college basketball props via No House Advantage. Before we get started, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all other content goes live. We are also brought to you by No House Advantage. And as you can see on the banner, they have a phenomenal offer for you guys. A first match deposit bonus of $100 when you use the promo code Stochastic. No House Advantage has a lot of different ways you can play these player props. They have the normal verse the house function. That's what we'll be doing today, building a lineup with some college basketball player props where you can make up to 21 extra entry fee if you hit 5 of them correct. You're making lineups between 2 and 5 players. And they also have pick'em contests. Those are tournaments you versus other people making those same lineups of player props on a confidence interval. And they have massive prizes up to $25,000. And a lot of times they're not filling, which means you have a better chance of actually taking down that prize. So make sure to check them out. Get your first match deposit bonus. The link is in the video description below. And we're going to take you over to their platform right now, talking about a couple player props we like today. We're going to give you 4, and 4 pays out 11x if you hit all of them correct. If you want to find a 5th one, we do have tools over at Stochastic, a Pick'em Pro tool, which essentially just looks at our player projections, compares them to the line, and gives you a percent chance of winning, and it ranks them. So if you wanted to add, a 5th today, it looks like the best one would be PJ Tucker, and that is under 3.5 points for the best one. But let's kick it off with the college basketball props, what we're here to actually talk about with the Final Four on deck. First one is Norchad Omier. We're going over 11.5 points here. Omier is a player that already averages 13.5 points for Miami, so this really doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You're getting a lot of value towards the over. The game environment is good. The total is 149. Miami is a 5.5 point underdog to UConn, so not ideal. But again, game environment's fine here. Defense for UConn does rank 12th. They're strong in the interior. Norchad is going to have to face Adama Sanogo and Donovan Clingan. However, as long as he doesn't foul, Norchad Omier is going to have to play every single minute. Miami does not have a lot of size. They play a small ball lineup, and he's the 5 for this team. When he comes off this floor, UConn is going to decimate them in terms of what they can do inside. So Norchad Omier is going to play every single minute he possibly can. We'll be looking at him over 11.5 points, especially with the shot rate for him up at 15% on the year. Now we're expecting extra minutes. He's already averaging the 13.5, so we'll take him. Next up, we're going to go to, we've got a lot of FAU props we like today, actually. On the FAU side of this San Diego State game, there's a couple rebounding props here. Janelle Davis and Elijah Martin, you'll see why these guys project towards the overs in a second, but we can talk about them in tandem. Elijah Martin, he's already averaging 5.2 rebounds per game. So his prop coming in at 4.5 gives you value. Janelle Davis, he's averaging exactly 5.5 per game. That's right on his prop. Well, how many minutes are these guys playing, or at least averaging? On the year, Janelle Davis is averaging 25.9. Elijah Martin is averaging 26.2. FAU has shown a willingness to condense this rotation in competitive games and lean on their studs. Most recently, we've seen Janelle Davis play 35, 28, and 34 minutes. Elijah Martin's played 29, 28, and 32. Janelle's playing way above 30 minutes in competitive spots. Elijah's approaching that. These two players are well above their minute averages. And when you've got Martin already with a season average above the projection, when you've got Janelle Davis, his line is right on his season average. With the extra minutes, these guys are way above this in terms of what we're expecting just in their stats per minute because of the extra minutes. Now, the matchup's tough. San Diego State, they're a 2-point favorite. The total's 131st over, or 131.5 overall. Both these teams are good at rebounding, though. FAU is actually 18th. They're ahead of San Diego State at 32nd. So I'm not really too worried about any potential advantages San Diego State might have on the glass. FAU is an excellent rebounding team. So we're going to take overs with both of these players. No real worries with the extra minutes coming in. And finally, our last FAU prop, we're going to go to Vladislav Golden over 8.5 points. He's in the same boat as Martin and Janelle Davis. Vladislav Golden is playing more minutes. He's played 28 and 28 over the last 2 games, 18 in the game prior. That was an 8-point victory, so not quite as close as the 2 games after that. But he's the only piece of size this team has. And Golden already averages 10.3 points per game in 20.9 minutes. With the 28 minutes in back-to-back games, and something we're projecting moving forward, again, he's another player that plays extra minutes in competent games against competent opponents. We're expecting Golden to play more than his average of 20.9 minutes per game. And he already averages 10.3 points in that span. So Golden, with his size, makes a lot of sense here. His shot rate, it's only at 11% on the year. But again, this guy plays volatile minutes. They're going to need him here in a game where FAU, they're 2-point underdogs. So fouls aside, Golden is another player we're going to take towards the over. We've got 4 here. If we hit all 4, this pays out 11x. Let me know what you think of these in the comments section. I will be back talking national championship props, of course. You can reach out on Twitter if you'd like. I'm at Matt_Gajeski. Otherwise, we'll see you guys again next time, and good luck.